Oh, God, that's a lot of atoms. Okay. You know what? I'm going to take all that. Double ouch. And down you go. Yeah, that's 4 atoms worth of experience doubled. Not bad. 4,000 experience points in one go. Minor Alchemist Art's a nice one. Increases your alchemy for Shine and Shadow. Here we are. Oh. Physical damage, piercing damage, 14 fire damage in daytime, 8 burn damage over 3 seconds during daytime. And then ice at nighttime. Well, we're equipping that right now. These are not mine. For at least as long as it takes me to get them back to the home. I will really enjoy having them for the time being, though. Look at them, they look so cool. Look at them. I wonder if they change color based on the time of day. That would be pretty cool. There's a secret door here somewhere, apparently. Or is it on a different level? Yeah, that's a different level, I think. I'm above it. Okay. It's a lot of puppers. Sadly, the Fagorta does not do stealth too well. Though, that being said, it's, you know what? There's too many. Let's get in there. Take out a bunch of the chaff. Rude. How's Agarth doing? Quite well. Okay, it was nighttime because I'm doing ice damage with the daggers, but they're still orange. Very easy to dispel. But chat, listen to what the polite gentleman just said. Drink time. Yeah. Now, what are we going to find down here? Drinks all round, indeed. Oh no, that is a very fancy bloody door.
The theater can show us the whole tapestry of fate, laid bare. We can do nothing to change it, or prevent its horrors. Well, most of us can't.
want to jump in. I want to jump in so bad. Is it possible to get even close to this group? Maybe this one? No, too late. Go. Damn it. Go. Out. I disapprove your use of explosives. Why is it taking me out of combat? At least we got rid of one of the night blades quickly. Have a look around this area, chat. We are literally underwater. Parts of it are leaking a little bit, but I'm not sure that this is glass either. I think it's more magical power. But it's so cool. Explosions for all. No, we don't want explosions for all. You are not on your own. Come on. Don't tell me lies. I knew it. Ouch. Ah! Holy boy, I need you. And you. Boney Boy's doing a good job. Oh, by the way, this is the dash attack. That doesn't work really, or rather is very inconsistent on when it works, and therefore is not a good, in my opinion, attack to use. You need to be able to count on it triggering if you're going to be using it, in my opinion.
After all those years of hiding in a bottle, it's good to see some action again. If only one last time.
Foreshadowing. There's a plant there apparently. Or maybe it's down below. Who's that down there? An Etin. There's no point taking it. Instantly see me.
Too late to escape.
Oh. I'm so squishy. Like, I can do damage, but
Another victory.
once they actually start wailing on me, it's like, if I get stunned and locked into combat, it goes south of me exceptionally fast. And there are a lot of people in here. Too many. I really want to try and take them out one by one if I can. Problem is, they're all looking this way. I need to get behind them. The issue with that is I'm fairly certain that if I do, I'm going to be seen. One coming this way. So they're just doing the rounds. We'll try. We'll try it. If I had high stealth, I'd be able to get a lot closer without them noticing me, and that makes things a lot more possible in some ways. Nope. You saw nothing. I'll just take you out while I can.
Try this one.
I do a lot more damage from stealth, so it is still worth engaging from that. Yeah, there we are. Your future is running out. That it was Agarth earlier. They haven't noticed what went on. Must have been the wind. Damn, the wind is crazy down here under the water. Bonkers in this subterranean, sub-nautical den of fate. The wind is just, wow. I'll go for the middle one, I think. Nope. Flubbed that terribly. Oof. That was a lot. Yeah, just as I went to go for the dagger attack, unfortunately, I just tiptoed forward enough to no longer be behind it. Alas. Right. There's the Etin. Is that... Oh, yeah, no, we're now on the lower level. Yeah, that makes sense. We're about to cross around. Prism shards to stun and get more hits. That's actually a good point, yeah. Hi, Vladimir. How you doing? Really? Back off. Why you gotta be so angry, dude? Oh, Agarth is over there. Okay. I'm sure Agarth has this in hand. Gotta make use of his plot armor, you know? Ouch. Good. Oh, okay. Chat. I'm gonna be out of drink before I'm through this dungeon. Agarth, you gotta chill out, man. I know it's Friday, but dude.
We're almost there. Or at least as far as I can take you.
The thing is, I just realized something that I've never considered before in this game. I'll comment on it in a moment, but...
I've seen this.
Yeah.
This moment. I'm sorry, my friend. This is as far as I can take you. Try this one.
I will comment on it in just a second. You know what? I'm done with your games.
Well fought.
Indeed. You are still alive, yes.
Still alive? He was supposed to... Do you have any idea what you've done? What sort of power you're playing with?
I changed fate, right?
You absorbed everything he was, everything he would do. You changed the weave of destiny itself. Because of you, there are deeds he won't do, children of his that won't be born, victims that won't die when they were supposed to.
I mean, I can imagine it's quite a big problem. He did try to kill us.
Yes, I'm aware. But there's still no telling what damage you could do if you aren't careful. You're much more dangerous than I thought. We need to get you to the Theater of Fate right away.
Okay. Now, the loophole I just realized exists is he brought me here to take me to the Theater of Fate, and yet knew that by coming down here, he would die before he got me there. What did he expect me to do by myself by going along to the Theater of Fate? I'm not a Fate Weaver. I won't understand whatever happens in there. What did he imagine was going to occur that I could make sense of, knowing that he was fated to die before getting me there? I guess maybe he didn't know for certain that he was going to die at that point, and it was just a possibility. But even still. I guess we're gonna check out both sides of this. Doesn't matter who's fated to take me. We don't know that though, because I'm new to him. So if he knew that he was fated to take me, he would have known that I was here when it happened. But he is surprised, and he is surprised by me. So I'm not sure that the fate was that clear. And the whole thing of him trying to get someone else to take me implies that all he knew is that he died here to an Etin, not when or why he was there. And that's why he was so sad when the other Fate Weaver wasn't here to take me, effectively meaning he would have to do it instead, as he was trying to avoid this place in particular. Oh crap, I failed that. No. Okay, try again. Oh, this is an easy board. And once again. Gotcha. Nope, yes. Well, one of the things is he honestly can't imagine an option where he doesn't die, since it goes against everything he believes true. And yeah, as Sonic Blade says, only he was fated to die in this spot. I wasn't included in that fate. Or at least I don't think I was. Maybe I don't know. But the dialogue up to now doesn't imply that I was a part of his fate in any direct way. Also, he does need a drink, it's true. Agarth always needs a drink. More kobolds, but one looking this way. Okay, only friend. I'm not going to be able to do this at my level of stealth. Oh, no, never mind, I did. Oh, pow! Bit of extra experience.
Another victory!
Yep. Not that you were there for it. Don't think I didn't notice that, Agarth. Oh, now he's making up. He's like, ah, we'll go and do all of the things.
The theater of fate. I never thought I'd see it.
Okay, turning these off because this place looks amazing. Also, Bonnie Boy, you can go away for now. Genuinely looks amazing in here. Also, look around. I know that that's just a flat image, but they've done a good job of making it look like this place is absolutely enormous with so much more going on, like greebling. Like, who's keeping the lights lit is the other question. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to turn these back on because I'm fairly certain there's fighting up ahead, but... Yep. Ouch. Ouch. No more explodey boys. There's only room for one rogue in this engagement, and it's me. I thought it was crawling there for a second. I was like, oh, wow, that's new. I didn't know they did that after they went down. I should be paying more attention. I love this area. Just the idea of it. Though, I don't know, would those be gnomish residences? Very small. Yeah, it definitely looks like a dwarf home. Yeah. Gnomish, dwarvish. Well, I don't think there are dwarves in Amalur. I think gnomes are the closest. Dwarf analog. We came from all the way down there.
We Fate Weavers never fully understood the power of this place. Seems there's a lot we don't understand.
Well, knowing that you do not know is the first step on the path to enlightenment, Agarth.
The skull? Gods, I should have brought another bottle.
And I am out of reckoning juice, so... Oh, so we're now on top of the structure. Oh, they're doing such a good job of making it feel like we are... Like, although that other area is a little bit smaller, they're creating the illusion of scale really, really well. They're doing a lot with not very much. Like, from the level design and graphical design, they're achieving a lot with the resources they have to use.
Another victory! No surprise that Niskaru found its way to this place of power. Everything about these ruins is dedicated to this room, and at the center of it all is the Destiny Stone. With it, the Fae taught the Fate Weavers the answers to the deepest mysteries of fate. Put your hands on the stone, and maybe we can find answers to your own mysteries.
Okay. What are
The
Niskaru?
Niskaru are hideous creatures of chaos and corruption. They hated the Arathi, but unlike them, the Niskaru still stalk our world. Thankfully, they've mostly been driven back from the Feylands, but you still find a few lurking deep underground.
What about the Destiny
This
Stone?
temple was built by the Arathi, and it's been here as long as recorded history. But the Destiny Stone was made by the first Fate Weavers. The legends say that they drew on ageless wisdom to build the stone. But with our order so scattered now, it hasn't been used in years.
What am I supposed to do here?
Just put your hand on the Destiny Stone. It'll show me where you fit into the tapestry of fate.
Okay, but just remember, you were the one who told me to do this. Also, of course, before I do that, I want to have a look at the edge. Oh, how much I would give to be able to just jump. And not like that, chat. I mean, jump into the waters. You cannot tell me that doesn't fill you with excitement, the idea of just leaping off. Umbral Fey Blades. Not bad. Okay. Very well. I shall touch the Destiny Stone. Let's have a good look at it before I do. Cliff diving vibes, yep.
The Destiny Stone came apart at your touch, and all around you the tapestry of fate, unweaving itself. And there at the core was the Codex of Destiny, the wisdom that the Fae used to help the first Fate Weavers understand the nature of the weave. Don't you see what this means?
No, I do not. That I broke your fate rock and the world is changing?
Yes, it is. And from what I can tell, you're the one changing it. With every breath, you're changing how lives begin and end. The way the Codex of Destiny came to you out of the stone. That's got to mean something, too. But I'll be damned if I can read this thing.
This means I'm unstoppable. No. Is it dangerous?
As dangerous as an open flame. You could help people or destroy them entirely. When you get involved, there's no grand cosmic plan. Only freedom and all the dangers that come with it. And that means I owe you, Wait. What's that?
Purge the abomination! In the name of Godflaw!
Rude! I knew I liked you. I mean, for obvious reasons, but now there are more reasons why I like you.
Well, this looks like some fun.
Only boy. There's a lot of them here. I need you to distract them. Oh, you fools! You are human. You have fates that I can unravel. I'm going to feast on your destiny. Any more to eat? No. Okay, fine. Oh, this is going to be a bloody one.
Who are you? How do we know you're not working with the Tuatha?
I don't care if you trust me. I'm much more interested in your friend here.
Yeah, Agarth, step aside. My lord, what kind of wingman are you?
I'm beginning to think that these Tuatha don't like you. Now, why do you think that might be? After all, someone who can change the fate of the world, who wouldn't want you?
Okay, well, first and foremost, how much did you hear?
Enough to know you're something special. Far more interesting than you were before you died. And that's saying quite a bit. Now it's my turn. What are you doing here?
Fair. I came to understand my fate.
Ha! Knowing the future is for fools. Who reads the end of a book before it's time? Save your attention for the present. Like that codex you found? Our scholars thought those were all gone from the world. But you're just full of surprises. Good luck understanding it. That's Fey knowledge. They don't even have a written language. The stone is simply embedded with what they know, unseeable to mortals.
There you go, Agarth. It's not because you're a bad fate weaver. It's unknowable to you. How can I understand it?
Normally, I'd suggest looking in Issa, but the Fae are not fond of unexpected guests. But don't look so sad. There's still hope. When you're ready, meet me at the House of Ballads. Be on your way.
It's okay.
We can't trust her. Never met a Darklfar who'd give me a straight answer, even with a sword at their throat. But she wasn't
That's
wrong
racist.
about that codex. Just be careful doing anything she suggests. Meanwhile, we can't just ignore the Tuatha that are tracking you. We need to do something about them.
Okay. How can we find them?
She said they came through Didenhill, didn't she? They don't belong in these lands, so they probably left a trail wide as an Eden's backside. Meet me there, and we'll track them down. Maybe we can find out why they're after you. Or at least how they can find you so easily. I've got some final
That
rites to
would be
perform
useful.
before I leave this place. Good luck.
Okay. Well, we got to level up. Old friends, new foes. Just gonna have a look at that. Okay, so join Aelin Shear. Aelin Shear helped me secure the Codex of Destiny from Dalach. The Codex is imprinted with Fey memories. Without help, I cannot know its contents. Aelin suggests that I meet her at her Fey contact in the House of Ballads. I'm going to be going back there anyway. But realistically, what I want to do while I'm here is the Ballad of Bloody Bones. We are starting to stack up the side quests, though. I've got to return these to Evician. Bring news to Shieldring Keep of the Rallying Cry. Also return to Enconeg. We'll go to Enconeg first, I think. Yeah, side quest hustle, yeah. We've got a lot of side quests now. We've made a decent chunk of main story progress, more than I was expecting, if I'm honest. But 'tis time. Where do I want to put a point? I could put a point into Sagecraft just so I can start gathering shards. I think I'm going to put it into Sagecraft. We'll spread them out a little bit, but not too much. Because we're missing opportunities to get shards at the moment. Right. With that, going to pop a couple of points into Fairgorter. Problem is, you're going to need more and more mana, which I'm going to have less and less of. So, I think... Well, actually, you know what? No. I'm going to invest completely into conservative casting. Then the points I've got less, I'll put into Fairgorter. A Bony Boy is quite important. But being able to cast them is equally quite important. Right. 2 more quests. Levels away from being able to get the next... Dual Fate. Destiny, rather. And we are basically at our limit for items right now, which is big sad. Oh, the secret door was our... Of course it was. Of course it was. It was our quick route back out. Of course you've got stuff for me. What have you got then? Take the coins. Technically better. And I can't pick up the others. It pains me. Unless... Is there something I can junk? See, oh, of course. I've got a bunch of stuff in here that is never getting used. Because I can't sell it. Alright, you can be destroyed. You can be destroyed. And I need to drop those off somewhere. At some point. Right, so I would have had to have come back through the area where I would have gotten the daggers from, the artifacts. It was always going to send me this way. Yeah, I know. Quantum Reading said, I went all 3 branches. What do you mean? And they also said, just got to find the fence. Yeah, we know where they are on the map. But it's going to be a while before I get to them, I think. That being said, we've actually covered a lot of ground. We've almost completely... Oh, hi. Finished off 2 separate areas in today's stream. Right. So, I'm going to bounce over to the shop. So I can very quickly remove some of the weight of my inventory.
You wouldn't believe what saying you're a friend to the House of Ballads will get you. You should try it sometime.
I literally am in the House of Ballads. Sell all junk. There we go. 27k. Oh, you went might finesse sorcery. Oh, right. How did you find that? Because your level cap is quite reduced across all of them. as a consequence of that. All right then. Hello.
These are Shine and Shadow? I was sent to recover artifacts of importance, not simple weapons. The Templars are going to think me a fool. How am I to return to them with these?
I mean, I could keep them. If you don't want them.
There's like to be more dignity in returning empty-handed rather than bringing back such a small trinket. If you want them, they're yours. And I suppose I promise compensation in return for your service. I can't say I'm happy about it, but here's your coin. Now, leave me be.
That was solid. Because we only had like a 60% chance on that one.
I had expected that they might be something like a miniature sun, a battery which held an intense magical reservoir. The Scholia Arcana had theorized about these kinds of objects, but I hoped the gnomes might have discovered them first. My business is done here. I'm getting out of this horrible place and traveling back to Odessa.
Okay, well, enjoy.
Their impudence seems tied to their devotion. From what I can tell, a small number of prominent shamans. If someone had a head on their shoulders and a
You've read
blade,
that one.
I'm off to Odessa to bring them the sad news of the expedition.
Well, take care. And we now have much better daggers. Very happy about that. Oh, this is the his wife's gravestone. Beloved wife and mother. Craig Tax.
there.
Hello.
You found it after all. For Imelda's sake, I'm glad you didn't leave it with that monster. I have a few coins left to my name, and you can take them. And the bed's free for your use whenever you care for it.
It's very kind of you. You take care. There we go. I cleaned up all of the mess in your basement as well. No. No need to thank me. Polymath for the win. I never had an issue with gear level requirements. Fair. Okay. Oh, I mean, we can always pivot. I just need to start investing in might effectively. I'd only need one level to be able to get Seeker, for example. And then 4 would get all skills. 10 would get an... Is it just one? Yeah, just one to all skills. And Polymath. Plus 2 to all skills. I mean, that's quite a powerful one, to be fair. Right. That... Oh, we've got to go to the Ballad of Bloody Bones. But, looking at the time, we probably don't have time to do a whole dungeon. So instead, let's head over to Shieldring Keep. Ah, Windows, why? No, you may not restart. What the heck? Go away. Sorry about that, chat. Hello.
Really, there's no need to stand around and gape.
Okay. The Atomir contract is done.
Dead? Each and every one? Well, you certainly rose above the call of service. You've earned your pay, and then some. On with you.
Thank you. I mean, it's not much, really, considering, but I'll take it. I was getting that much from, like, some of the wolves. We don't have any more contracts, sadly. Alright. Are there any other quests that we can hand in? I mean, I could go and speak with Aileen Shear. Sure. Let's go and do that, and that will wrap up the stream. There's a bit of dialogue involved in that one, so it'll give us like 10 minutes or so. Right. Oh, my bad.
Glynel, I assure you it's an ancient codex, just like in the tales.
Intriguing. And why would such a thing be revealed to a child of dust?
Hello.
And here I was beginning to think that you'd never show up. This is Glynel, lawmaster of the House of Ballads. Give the codex over to him, and he may have your answers.
Tell me
The
the Tuatha.
Tuatha are a radical sect of Fae within the Winter Court. Led by Gadflow and his insane rants about their new god, they've taken power and declared war on mortals. They use raw prismia to enhance their power, and their devotion borders on madness. But the most terrifying thing to the Fae is simply the fact that their siblings have changed so completely.
What news of the war?
You haven't been around much, have you?
Well,
The
not
Tuatha have
until
been
recently.
pressing
No.
west from their home in Alabastra. Right now, they're only threatening my people. But if we fall, the Tuatha will turn their eyes to the other mortal races. The Summer Court, or the Seelie Fae if you prefer, embody the growth and energy of nature, but they can still be as aloof and uncaring as a brutal summer day. The current High King of the Fae is Titarian, the wisest of the Summer Court. While Gadflow has undermined the Winter Court, he tries to keep their cycle in balance.
And the Winter Court, or the Unseelie?
Winter Court, or the Unseelie, embrace the destruction and decay of nature. They aren't evil, but they aren't exactly the best of friends. Normally they share power peacefully with the Summer Court. But since the Tuatha have seized power, there is neither peace nor predictability.
And tell me of Titarian.
Titarian isn't quite what you'd expect from the High King of Summer, but he hasn't got the arrogance of his cousins, or their cheer. Ever since Gadflow killed the High King of Winter and started the war, Titarian has become distant and melancholy, and blind to the dangers around him.
And what is Prismia exactly? We kind of already know. It's basically the red crystals that they use to blow up the Well of Souls.
We've known for a long time that Prismia crystals allow us to store and focus magical power. The gnomes use it in their grander inventions, when they can get it. But we have no idea how Gadflow got a hold of so much of it. It makes his Tuatha the most dangerous army I've ever seen. The Fae do not have a written language, so their tales are their lifeblood, their history, and their future all in one. The House of Ballads is where they enshrine these legends and celebrate them, time and again.
Darkest Shadow asks, is that Laura Bailey voicing Alien? I know I could look it up, but I'm being lazy. Look, at least you're honest about it. Glynel?
Glynel's one of the greatest
Glynel,
balladeers
rather.
amongst the Fae, and the most learned lawmaster you'll find outside of Issa. And as it happens, he owes me a favor.
I've got a funny feeling a lot of people do.
A close friend once told me, strive to be whatever you want to be. Fate might be a lie, but if it isn't, then worrying about it won't change a thing.
Good advice, honestly.
For a long time, they were content to keep to their play of the summer and winter courts. Now we fight Gadflow and the Tuatha for our very existence.
Tell me of your kind, the Docklefar.
We are the charmed, the subtle, and the inspired. In happier days, we were the loftiest of the mortal races. We despise open war. But for decades, the Tuatha have been at war with us, pushing into our lands and forcing us to take up arms.
What of the Codex of Fate?
The Codex of Fate is no simple lawstone. It's more subtle and complex than any mortal could comprehend. but a law master of ballads may be able to interpret it.
Sharp Point said the voice actress is Abby Craden. Thank you very much for looking that up. Unless you just happen to know, in which case, thank you very much for sharing.
I'm a woman of many talents, and we're all taught that we must use our talents for the greatest good, right?
That's a little bit more questionable, but sure.
Lore Master Glional has devoted centuries to the study of lore and ancient Fae stories. The codex you found isn't just any lore stone. Just talk to him, and I'm sure he'll be able to shed some light on the issue. Be on your way.
Okay. I shall be. Hello.
You must be Lady Shear's friend. She speaks very highly of you. An occasion rare enough to be worth recording in its own right. But let's see this codex.
Can you interpret
The
this?
fabled Codex of Destiny. When the Fate Weavers formed their order, our High King gave his own wisdom to assist them. To have such knowledge in your hands is a tremendous gift, but why did it reveal itself to you?
Because I have no fate. I don't know why it came to me. I feel that saying I have no fate to a fae is a bit of a rough one, considering how bound to their cycles they are. So I'll just say I don't know why, which is true.
Surely you have a part to play in some great tale. Perhaps you'll act as the chosen pawn or even the wisest fool. Few children of dust have ever had such an honor. Now, I can only make out some parts, but this is odd. The Codex speaks of an exception, a void, an end to the endless. This is simply too much. The High King would never pawn such absurdity off as wisdom.
Well, I mean, it's real as far as I'm aware.
I'm sure you think it is. I fear you must have been taken in by a forgery. A perfectly created one, perhaps, but a forgery nonetheless. But this codex speaks of impossible things, changes to fate, death of the immortals, and other heresies. To ascribe these lies to the High King would be... I'm sorry, but I must ask you to take it away. I will have no part in these lies.
Okay, so face meet wall. Tell me what you can about Gadflow, at least.
He is an offense to our people. He upsets the natural order, and his war breaks the cycle. I will speak no more of him.
Okay, and are you sure the Codex is fake?
Is there a meaning to it? Only its author could tell you.
Okay,
Do not bother me with such foolishness again.
that's a bit rough. Okay.
Lionel
Alien.
spends his life cherishing old stories, but show him something truly new, and he dismisses it. Tragic.
What do we do now?
First of all, we ignore this fool. Most Fae aren't comfortable with change, and you are certainly something new. I'm afraid that only one person will really be able to help us with the Codex. The High King himself.
Well, how am I supposed to meet the High King?
It will be difficult. His court is in the city of Issa. Very few mortals are permitted in its gardens. I do know one individual who can grant you permission to enter, but you'll have to meet him alone.
Okay, why alone?
Neerlem is a private person, and he carries a grudge against me, although perhaps person isn't the right word for him, nor is him. You'll find him in southeast Dalantoth at Caer Neerlem. Just head
Caer
towards the
Neerlem,
giant
okay.
tree, and, well, you'll see.
I mean, literally, Caer Neerlem. Okay, the fields of Neerlem. All right. Oh my lord, you are a treasure trove of lore, Aelin. Tell me about Neerlem.
Neerlem is the oldest living mortal. He remembers the time before even the Fae called these lands home. You should see how they cherish him. He rarely grants an audience to visitors. His tenders say he knows the future as well as the past. It makes him very particular about what he says.
Fair enough. Glynel?
That old coward. He may have lived 100 heroic lives, but he's lost the moment he faces something truly new. Pathetic.
I mean, to be fair, all they know is the cyclic nature of things, so kind of frightening to be faced with the possibility that everything you've ever believed was wrong.
None of us could have foreseen the rise of Gadflow and his army, but we should have, and now we're all facing the price.
Okay, tell me of the Codex of Fate.
That codex isn't just a complicated law stone. It seems to tell a tale most Fae don't want to hear, and created by High King Tatarian himself, no less. Interesting.
Okay. Well, let's go to Niralim.
You'll have to meet him
Or,
on
well,
your own.
myself, anyway.
I'd accompany you, but Niralim and I have our disagreements.
All right.
Good luck with Niralim, and ignore anything he says about me.
Oh, it just makes me want to ask him all the more. Okay, we have our new destination. Mind you, we got 2 main quests currently. The Hunters Hunted and Old Friends New Foes. Let's see where that's pointing me to on the map. Past Haxie. I would probably be inclined to do all of Glendara and all of Haxie before going down here to Niralim. Oh, there we are. Caer Niralim. Or Caer, as I would say in Welsh. In terms of the Hunters Hunted, that's just straight into Glendara. So I'm going to guess that this is the Fate Sworn stuff. I have never looked over there. Oh my lord. I have never looked at that part of the map before. I'm going to assume that that's... Because these two I'm familiar with seeing on the map. These are the 2 expansions, Teeth of Naros and Dead Cal. I'm going to guess that this is the Fate Sworn stuff. I'm just totally... We've been streaming this now for a while. I've somehow, every single time, just missed that was there. Fair enough. Right. So I think we're going to do Glendara as the next main quest, just because it's kind of in the area that I'm going to be passing through on the way to Caer Niralim. But we still have a bunch of side quests to do. Indeed, we could do the Teeth of Naros, which is in Etinmere. Oop. I apologize. That's my alarm saying time to wrap up the stream. I think this is definitely something we could do. But first, we are definitely going to be doing Bloody Bones. So we're going to lock that in. You want to meet in Dyden Hill as well. So actually, we've got a couple of quests that'll converge around Glendara and Dyden Hill. It's good pacing on that. But we are going to be doing the Ballad of Bloody Bones as our next focus, I think. From there, I'm undecided if we want to go to the Teeth of Naros first before continuing the main quest line. The cool thing about the Teeth of Naros is, I mean, it's just an amazing area. Honestly, one of my favorite parts of the game. That I've played. I've not played the most recent DLC, and I've never done Dead Cal stuff. So, you know, they might blow me away as well. But Teeth of Naros is fantastic. I absolutely adore it. I adore the setting. I adore the theme, both the aesthetic and like more the story theme. But it also gives us access to a new mechanic that until we've been there doesn't exist in the game, as far as I'm aware. And that will really start to blossom in terms of us making gear. It can be very, very, very cool. But we might leave that on the back burner until at least I've been to Issa and spoken with the High King. Because I did notice Nicodemus mentioned that there is a backpack in Issa, and having another backpack would be very, very nice. So we might just leave that one on the back burner for the time being. This is the first I'm hearing of this new mechanic. Okay, so Sharp Point, have you played Teeth of Naros? because I'm calling it a new mechanic, but I mean, it kind of weaves into a mechanic which is already in the game, so I might just be using the wrong term and confusing you. But there's a new type of... Oh, you have not? Okay. It introduces a new damage type, which has a new mechanic attached to it. I would call it a new mechanic, certainly. It can make frighteningly powerful weapons. Because unlike most of the damage type, the regular damage types, that one kind of stands out. I don't believe any of the creatures in the normal game have a native resistance to it at all. I don't even think there are any things in the Teeth of Naros that have a resistance to it, and that's kind of the whole thing of it being introduced. But it is a very, very cool thing for crafting your own weapons. Super cool, in fact. So you know what? Maybe we will jump into that, because if there's a bunch of people who haven't seen that and don't know how that all works, maybe it would be cool to specifically check it out. And also, I just love the Naros storyline. It's really, really awesome. Okay, but that is going to be it for us for today. I've had a great deal of fun. I hope you all have as well. As mentioned, we'll do the Ballads of Bloody Bones next, and possibly do a little bit more with regards to the House of Ballads. But generally speaking, we might go ahead. I will still, if jury's still out, I might still change my mind on doing Teeth of Naros before we do Issa, because again, I really would like another backpack, quite a lot, and also that does afford us the opportunity to perhaps find some more trainers as well before I start to outlevel my ability to use them. But again, I'm not really playing this game with a view to min-maxing my build and getting every single trainer that I possibly could. I just have fun playing the game, honestly. I don't think, even if you don't use the trainers at all, that you're going to suffer and feel like you haven't got a powerful enough character by the time you're reaching end game content. I think as long as you're just playing the game as it's meant to be played, you're going to have everything you need. But that is going to be it for now. I will probably be streaming later today for me, tomorrow for some of you. Probably going to be doing some RimWorld because I'm feeling the call. I would like to get back to our hunt for genetic perfection and indeed to take the Godslayer Star Chariot out for another spin now that we've completed its redesign. But that shall be the end of Amalur for today.